Hi everyone, happy Sunday. We are doing the next phase of this coloring book collection outside, so you get to hopefully enjoy some nice nature sounds because my neighbors have gone to eat. Hang on. Trying to limit how much that screeches. You'll probably see my shorts and my legs under this table too because it is a glass tabletop, but nope, my neighbors are gone for the moment. There's a few little sprinkles today. It's kind of gloomy, thunderstormy, but still a nice day outside. You can hear the birds, so I thought I would do this one outside. So we are working through my alphabetical side of my shelf, where basically if I have more than one book by someone, I am keeping it or on that side. And today we're going from Alexander Franzese to the H's. We're going to finish out, I think, H's and L's. So next week we will pick up on, not L's, maybe L's. No, J's. So next week we'll pick up on Hannah Carlson. So you may hear some road noise, of course, since I'm outside. I do apologize for that. But I thought this would be pretty cool since this is a rare, peaceful moment. It doesn't seem to be as much traffic today, so. But we're going basically backwards because the way I pulled the books. So let's get started. There's a company called Just to Kawaii. I think they still have the books out there. I don't know if they've made any more, which is a shame because I really enjoy them. But they have a couple of Kawaii type books. So this is Kawaii Winter and Christmas. So again, as I go through these, and as in previous collections, I may be destashing some. I'm also going to be showing my completed pages as we go along, just to be efficient and do all this at once. But I have been actively destashing as we go. Probably won't destash much out of this one. And like last week, I didn't destash much. So might be getting to the points where I'm keeping most of the books that I have, so. But anyway, this is the Kawaii and Christmas book of theirs, and quite a few cute pictures in here. That is a weird mark on my arm. Let me just double check and make sure that we are actually in camera. Yep. I don't know. I'm not super in love with this book anymore. I have a lot of other chibi books that I like a lot better that aren't quite as busy in the backgrounds. That was one that I was playing around with some different water mediums. This is Amazon printed. I think I keep this for the one page I've done in here, and so, and that one. I do want to do that one for sure. So this is a page I've done in here, and you can see I like the ones that are a little more simplistic. And so this was alcohol marker with a colored pencil over it, and I think some white pastel here to give it kind of that windblown snow hitting the window look. And to this day I still love this picture. I can't remember, it's probably the first couple years I was coloring. So what I may do, honestly, is just cut out the few pictures I like, and maybe this is a tester book or something for me, because I don't really want to give it away with chopping out so many images. Like, I might keep this one, so I might take out a few, or I might just keep the book. I don't know. But I'm not going to be coloring that one cover to cover. There's also Kawaii Witches, Autumn and Halloween adult coloring book. This one I like a little more. I did this one for Adventure Time. This is Fiona and Cake. And then I did Lumpy Space Prince as the purple pumpkin there. He is shape-shifted. If you ain't familiar at all with Adventure Time, I had a lot of fun coloring this one. But this one's not as complicated looking in the background. And I actually really like a lot of these pictures, so I'll be keeping this one. Then we have some Molly Harrison books. I've not colored in these. I feel like I have more, and they're probably hiding somewhere. So I have noticed the way I have my books, some of my books pulled, that not all of them are together, and so hopefully I show like 98% of my collection, but there might be some that just aren't placed in the right spot, and I'll have to sort them back as I find them. These are cute little grayscale pictures. I'm really hoping to do like some substantial Halloween coloring this year. I think next year, I thought somebody usually does a Halloween in May tag because it's, or halfway to Halloween. I think John might have used to have done that one. And there might be somebody else that did it, and honestly I haven't been able to keep up with tags very well. But I might do a halfway to Halloween tag next year because I would love to do that. This is Bohemian Fairy. These are gorgeous. I love these that have like the very light outline of the fairy with the black background. This is where I'd like to use, and then these without the black backgrounds, you know, you can use anything, but like with the black backgrounds, I'd like to use like neons or real bright colors just to make them pop. Like I said, I know I have another Molly Harrison book, but I don't feel like going and looking for it. I'm trying to relax today. It's the past 2 or 3 weekends have just been super busy, which is unusual for me, and so today I'm trying to just chill as much as I can before I get back to it next week. I have a couple books from Kaomi Hirai. One of them is Santa's Kitty Helpers. I like that she shades the cats in these. I've done one in this one, I think. I think I used water-based and gel pens, like water-based markers and gel pens on that one. Now this may be one. I don't do every single one, but like I really love that picture. That picture maybe. I kind of wish there was a black background on there and I wouldn't have to color it in myself. Some of these are really cute though. All of these are really cute. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh. I like how shocked he is at the little mouse. And then I have Teacup Kittens. This one's kind of neat because some of these come with color palettes that you could use and like little examples where it shows you how they've been used, which I think is cute. I don't know how many images are in here, but this might be a good one for like trying to complete a year because you've got like different themes, like little bees for like spring or summer. Some really beautiful pictures in here. And see, it shows you some of these that are completed. Now I've done one in here. I've done that one. Did it not show? Might have pulled that one out. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's tucked in. So I did this one where they're in the little hats. I think I used water-based markers on this one too. which is why it looks so crinkly. It's notable because I don't usually use water-based markers very much on their own like that. But I actually really like how this one came out. Alright, so now we are with R.J. Hampson. This is his newest book, which is Asleep. This is like a simple coloring book with coloring book images. I actually have this one pulled out today to work in. I'm thinking I'm either just going to use regular marker and maybe either light colored pencil on top or pastel pencils, just for a little bit of shading. Because these are a little bit bigger images than like the ones in the tiny travel size coloring books, so I feel like these could use a little bit of shading. So we'll see how that goes. I have 2 frog's tails, so we're definitely getting rid of one. Is this the one with the second? Okay, because he republished Frog's Tail with the second set of images being slightly different with black backgrounds, and so I got that version. I hadn't colored in the other one. There it is. And so I'm going to find, that is one I'm going to destash. I just want to make sure I hadn't colored in it, and so yep. So here's my extra copy. This is the one that doesn't have both the first and second set of images look the same. This is the updated version. So, and I really much prefer these because I love black backgrounds, and I love that they're second set of like subtle changes. Now I don't know if he's going to do that with all his books. I might hold off on some of the older books I have of his, just in case he does that, if I haven't already colored a picture in them, to get those versions. I think I need to pull a R.J. Hampson book to color other than Asleep. It might be this one. Now I'm making 20,000 piles. But it's so hard because he has so many awesome books. Serendipity. Oh my gosh, that chinchilla one. So the second set of images in this one is also different with black backgrounds. Lost and Found. Same thing. Oh, I really like that picture. I might work on one of his pictures tonight. See, this is the problem on weekends. I get to color some. I have felt like coloring the last few weekends, and then I page through these and I get so many ideas, and then come Monday I can't. I don't have time to color in them, or the energy. Maybe I could tackle one of these black background ones. This one would be really cool. One with a lot of black background, so that, you know, maybe it won't take as long and it'd be more doable. Now I have colored this one in here. This is the black background version. I used Albert Dürer watercolor pencils and polychromos on this, which is very unusual for me. But the one thing I will say that I love about the Faber-Castell, the polychromos, and the Albert Dürer is that the colors match. I'm finding that the pencil sets where I have the watercolor pencils and then the pencils, it's so much easier to build shading the way I want it because all the colors are the same, so I'm not having to consult 2 different sets of colors. So but I usually don't use polychromos, but actually they do I typically use harder leaded pencils in Amazon books, and I feel like they did pretty well in here. They're a little harder leaded. I don't use them as often because they do cause, you know, more arm pain issues, but I thought this turned out stunning. It was exactly the way I wanted it. So I was so very happy with that. And that's where I think my approach is going to be in his books, is either marker with pencil or watercolor pencils. That was when I was trying out, because that's the one thing is I found that the more expensive watercolor pencils, which makes sense, need less water to activate and to take out the lines and smooth them out. And so what I'm finding is I tend to use regular watercolor, or the higher end watercolor pencils in the Amazon books, because they take so much less water to activate, and because this paper is so thin. You can see here, I used watercolor on this whole picture, and there's some wrinkling, but like nothing like a lot of water-based mediums in Amazon books where you have to add a lot of water and it does, you know, break down the page. So I find that those work really well, and so I save mostly like my actual watercolors and then my watercolor pencils that need more water for like more heavy duty books is what I'm finding. And they last, I mean, I don't burn through them quick at all. Like, these will last a really long time. I know it's an expensive investment, but what I found is using them as a base like I do, I don't go through them very quickly, so they're going to last me a long time. Fantasy Tiny Homes by R.J. Hampson. Now, we know I'm not big on coloring houses. This is one that is half, or the imagery is the same, even if they're wacky houses. However, y'all know I saw that one. This one's a little different. Like I said, it's not just typical buildings, it's different objects as buildings, so I'm pretty okay with this. Oh, I have the cat house bookmarked. Oh, Book Depository, how I miss you. It's a Book Depository bookmark. But I might wait to color in this one just to see. I don't know if he's making that a decision to go back to his older books and update them like that, but I might hold off on those for now if I haven't already colored them. This is Forest Song. Y'all, when I say I buy for the time I want to color, I really do. Oh, we've already seen that one. The time and energy to color. I love this one with like, I see a lot of like fairy tale type themes. I love squirrels, and I love this one right here. Oh, if this just had a solid black background, it would just make my day. This is one I would love to see with black backgrounds. There's some, I mean, in his books, he does typically have some that do have black backgrounds or black edging, but not to the level he's had in his more recent books. And so I feel like this is one that would really benefit from that. See, that one's so pretty. I know, I'm such a sucker for black backgrounds. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do. It just makes things stand out. Dragon Dreams, it just really makes colors pop, and I just love I am a dramatic woman. I am a dramatic girl, and I do love me a dramatic looking picture. I need a year of the dragon. I love dragons, I just don't color them very often. Maybe Tammy and I can do like a year of the dragon next year, where we try to color at least one dragon based, oh, we've already seen that one. One dragon based picture a month. I think that would be cool. I need to pitch that to her. She loves dragons too, so I think she'd be down. Maybe Chris too, I don't know. I don't know if he likes dragons. I need to ask, or if anybody else would be interested. It's an idea. I haven't set it in stone yet. I am very not planning ahead more than 1 or 2 months, just because of the way my life goes. But we'll see. We'll kick around the idea for next year. Christmas tiny homes. We could also do a month of the dragon. Dragon December would be a good one. So this one is a little different in that you have your images. I don't tend to buy Christmas books very often, but goodness, I love that picture. That would be a great Christmas in July picture. This island guy's been in a number of his books with different, but like this type of Christmas coloring, I could totally do. Again, this Dragon Dreams Forest Song, all of these do not have the second set in black backgrounds. So just want to make that clear so nobody gets confused. I also think Night Garden doesn't. Yeah. I'm trying to think of which book it was. It might have been Moonlight Mischief. If you look back at his books by published date, I think Moonlight Mischief was the one where he started doing the second set different. I think everybody's getting out of church. That's why there's so much traffic. Oh, I have one in here. This I did a buddy color with Kim. She is one of my fantastic mods when I do finally do live streams, and she picked this page, and I liked it because, again, I don't do buildings very often, so this was very much a challenge for me. I don't like using neutral colors as often, and I want to use bright, vibrant colors, but when I think of buildings, I think of neutral colors, so it's a real struggle, but I had a lot of fun with this one. Like I said, it challenged me a bit, and I really enjoyed doing that one with her. Then we have Around the World. This is a Mr. Fogarty coloring book. This does have the second set of unique, like black backgrounds. I think this was his newest until he republished Frog's Tale, and then the Asleep book, I think, is his newest one. This is his newest full-sized with, you know, brand new imagery. He also sells sets of images on his site, so if you don't want to buy his books but you have like a good digital printer and you like coloring digital pages, if you go to his website, he sells like sets out of these books, like, you know, 5, 6 pictures, and that, you know, I can't remember what he sells them for, but obviously they'd be cheaper than the cost of a book, and you could still get the feel of each set, each book. So alright, I think that is all, at least all that I know of that I pulled for R.J. Hampson. Now we get to Jason Hamilton. I have a few of his. These are a little bit older books, but we have Cats and Quilts. So these are kind of cool because you get smaller versions of the pages back here that you could color like those as well. These might be cute, like framed. I think they're 4x6 is what they're called. This is like an Amazon printed book. All the R.J. Hampson ones are also Amazon printed. I think these are. No, I am wrong. No, I am right. There it is. I just couldn't find it. So some real stunning pictures in here. Here I was playing with treating the page and playing with watercolors. Kind of hate I ruined that picture, but I could always get another one. These are very simplistic cat pictures, which I love. I did this one, I think, with just Copics during a Cattober one year. You're probably thinking why I haven't done a year of the cat, and that's a real good It's a real good question. Because cats intimidate me. I love coloring them. I obviously love them as a person, and I love buying coloring books with them, but they really intimidate me just because either I want to color in fantasy or I want to make them look like, you know, realistic cats, and I struggle with realistic coloring, so I feel intimidated and overwhelmed easily. Santa's cats, same thing, some 4x6 images in the back, which might be good. These would be good practice runs for me to try coloring these cats a certain way. This is such a cute book. I have so forgotten. That's why I'm saying this is why I regularly like to do these collection videos and go through my shelves, because otherwise I would forget about these books. Love that. So of course it's Santa and his cats. Love that one. It's so cute. That one would be a challenge because I would want to put patterns on a lot of those ornaments. And I can do drawing and coloring books, but it's usually very minimal and it's not something I have a lot of experience in. But like this would be good for a reference for coloring those ornaments. Yep, that is a cat for you. But sorry it got real dark. It's raining a little bit here, so very cute. Then there's a set of graphic novels or comic books that are Grimm fairy tales. They are fairy tales with sexy characters, basically. So they might not be everybody's cup of tea. You might raise your eyebrows a bit at these, but I actually really do love the art, and I think it's a lot of fun. So I have a couple of these. I think the women just look like, I love this picture. They just look real badass. I love it. Yeah, they could probably use a little more, you know, how realistic is that clothing, right? I don't like the random pattern pages that come up in these books, though. And some of these are incredibly detailed, so I don't know if I'll ever color them, but these are books I like to have just to admire the pictures. So I did do one in here, and I'm trying to remember. I think it was just watercolor as a base, and then I used some type of colored pencil on the top, and I can't remember what it was. But I had so much fun with this one. I wish I could remember. I love the little bears that are trying to chase the butterflies. I thought that was so cute. Yeah, y'all can still see okay, I think. So I got 3 of these. This is the different seasons. My goodness, I might have to stop this just because of the rain. Now you get to hear the soothing sound of rain. Cardinals out here. Gonna get wet, buddy. Never fails. Thank goodness there's no wind. My books would be getting soaked right now. Then we have volume 2. Yeah, I don't like pattern pages. Now I could have sworn I did a page. Yeah, here it is. It was just a marker page I did a couple years back. I thought was cool. Alright, now I am showing Dragons and Beasties, illustrated by Becca Gollins. I think these are still on Amazon. She hasn't put anything out recently, but I saw these books and I just thought they were so cute. And so these are dragons with pets. Looks like it's going to clear up here soon. I, of course, had to do one in here. I loved the one on the front, so I did this one. And to this day, this one's still probably one of my favorite pictures I've ever done. It's just absolutely adorable. I love it. I need to do more with these types of blends and rainbow colors. Ooh, goodness. Colored. We'll do one more and then I'm going to pause it till it dies down. Dragons and Beasties, colored Dragons and Beasties. These are so cute. I think she's got a website where maybe she does pins and art. And maybe coloring pages. I can't quite remember. Alright, so the worst of it finally died down. We're going to finish off with Alexandra Franzese. So I did throw in a couple of her color by number books, though I normally keep those separate just because all her stuff is together. One of the things I really like about her color by number books is she has the images numbered and then has them without numbers. And so I'm actually working my way through this book currently. Here's they are with the numbers. You get to see a sneak peek of some of the pages I've completed this month. Those are the 3 new ones, and then the ones I had last month. So then we have color by number Spooky Houses. Y'all know I love Halloween stuff. Again, half of them don't have numbers and half of them do. Whoops. I've done some in here. Oh, I might start from the back and work my way forward in this one. Yeah, I used the darker outlining on this, which I really like to do. I think in the Summer Vibes book, I just was like, yeah, I'll just do solid coloring. Oh, I've done a couple others too. So, no rhyme or reason in this book. Just coloring the ones I like. Which I like all of them, but just coloring them in a specific order. And then color by number Gardens, which I think was her first one. I think this is the one I have the most in. I probably should have picked this one back up, but I like the summer one so much. I see I'd started to color that one. I think I was doing a video. I'm still going to finish it, of course, but I usually don't just randomly do pages like that. I've done quite a few in here. Pages do seem to get a bit wrinkly even with just using alcohol markers. Some of the books do that. It's not too bad. I don't mind it too much, but see, that's what I was saying. I've done quite a few in here. Then we have, for other books, we have some mandalas. Summer mandalas, which I actually have a whip in right now. I don't do a lot of mandalas, but I love her mandala books. I currently have this challenge that I'm working on where I will pick a palette from the Sarah Renee Clark palette color cubes, and I'll color like one page of hers in any of her books, and then I'll color a page out of Joshua Dunbar's books using the same palette. And it's a fun exercise because it shows me how using the colors differently, even though it's the same palette, can give you like a very different looking picture. So here's my whip. I still need to come through with my darker colors and do my little bit of shading and outlining. I've got some gel pen work I want to do. Yeah, this one's a little more somber. I guess because of the way it's been kind of rainy today, I felt just a little bit moody. Most of mine end up looking more like this with the super bright colors. But like this one was a palette, and I've actually got most of these labeled. That one I used a black glaze Jelly Roll gel pen, which I really like those because of the look they give. Spring mandalas. Now I think she has went back and updated some of her books as well. I can't remember which versions I have of what. I kind of lost count at this point. Depending on the book, sometimes I will get the updated version. If there's like something significantly new, sometimes I won't. I love this one. This is my When Pigs Fly mandala. Thought I'd done another one in here. Man, I really want to do that frog one. I'll do that one next. Fairy Chibis. Now you'll see I have not colored a lot in a lot of these. I just, again, purchasing for the time I wish I had. But I will get there. It will happen. Winter Chibis. Richie, quit chewing on that. Winter Chibis. You know, some of these might be cute for like, for the winter one, you could do like countdowns to seasons. Or something. Like if you wanted to try to complete a book in a limited amount of time. Spooky Chibis. Of course, this one's probably one of my favorites. Shouldn't surprise anybody. Because how much I love Halloween. My problem is, as much as I love the art, I have noticed if I try to do like an advent calendar book, I find that I get kind of bored after about 10 to 15 pages in. I want something different. And so a lot of times I end up with half completed books, which is what happened last year. Y2K mandalas. I think I've done one in here. Yep. That one got real wrinkly. It's so very odd. I didn't think my marker pages used to wrinkle that much. It might just be the change in the Amazon paper. Winter mandalas. Yeah, they're all out now. Okay. Was it? It might have been, I think it was the fall mandalas one. Easter mandalas. A lot of mandalas. Like I said, I have some mandalas from Camellia Angel Cova, but really and truly, these are probably my favorite type. Actually, let me grab that flag. I need to get some more. I have more, I just don't know where they're at. Magical Chibis. I feel like there are some chibi books of hers that I have colored in, but I'm having trouble finding them. Kawaii coloring book. I do think she's put out a revised version of this. I may or may not get it. This is a one page I've done in here. I think I might just keep this one. Jeez, we're chewing on stuff you're not supposed to. Making bunches of noise. So this is a Jade Summer book, but this is a book that she actually designed. It's called Cute and Spooky. So I keep it with her stuff. Yeah, I was like, I really thought I had done more than one in here, but I guess I just have the one. Nope, I got that one too. That's the one I was looking for. Cute and Magical. Is this the revised version? I don't remember. Like I said, I have gotten, I can't remember which one's which. It should say though, if she posts it on Amazon, like if it's an updated version, which basically just means she just went in and cleaned up some of the lines. Like a lot of these are early on in her coloring book career, and I think like as an artist, I mean, I would be a perfectionist too. Like if your style has changed a bit, you'd want to go back and make your books even better. Kawaii Christmas Mandalas. I know, these aren't in really any kind of order, but again, not the hugest fan of Christmas coloring, but dang if these are not just adorable. Oh, here comes the rain again. Dagnabbit. sure I didn't miss one. Cute and hoppy. I knew I did one in here, marker, and I think these are my pastel pencils, which I was doing some pastel testing, and I found I like using the pastel pencils the best. Spooky vibes. Bunch of blank pages in the back of this one. I think I bought this one. Oh, I completely forgot about him. Oh, he's so cute. I like how this one turned out a lot. Then we have Cute and Lovely by Jade Summer. Or, well, this is by Alexandra Franzese, but it's under the Jade Summer tag. This one has a lot of images. I think this one's probably got more like 50 images in it. I did this one. I think I used maybe Copic markers and then the Luminance colored pencils. I was feeling extra. And then this one was markers and might have been the Pebbles chalk, or no, this one was the Jane Davenport pastels. I think this was my first attempt with them. It was alright. Oh, it might be 2 sets of images in this one. Cute Christmas, again under the Jade Summer tag. I did this one actually using, oh my goodness. Oh no, that was like acrylic paint in the background, and then the rest of it's like a shiny metallic paints. Hopefully you can see that. Just playing around with some different stuff in the books. Mermaids, Chibi Girls. I think that was just marker, and then stickles for her fins, which is I think why that one got so wrinkly, because those are water-based. Spooky mandalas. Yeah, those really do crinkle up. That's such a shame. I hate that. I love my color choices there. It's also palettes from the color cubes. And finally, fall mandalas. Thought I had bought the updated version of this, but maybe I didn't. Or maybe this is it. Pretty sure I colored one in here. thinking of one where I had pears. And they were like chocolate covered pears. I remember doing that one. I just don't remember where it's at. It's this one. I'm right. So there is my pear one. And there we go. Probably finishing this one a little earlier. Well, like 5 minutes earlier than usual. Next week we will kick off, hopefully next week, we will kick off with Hannah Carlson and pick up from there. I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for all the big loud rain in the middle of the video. Hopefully you could hear me over that. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.